Hello, everybody. I'm going to do my best to talk. And I've got not just one, I've got 1, 2, 3 screens for this particular broadcast because I'm going to be sharing my screen. I have a PowerPoint. The only reason I have a PowerPoint, by the way, is because I need some help carrying this voice. So in case you didn't know, I have been really sick since Friday. I woke up Friday. We had crazy flooding here in Houston. So schools were canceled on Friday and I woke up sick. And so I had my kids home. I was sick. I had to cancel 4 appointments and a podcast interview. It was crazy. Then I was in bed for the 2 days of the weekend, Mother's Day and my birthday. And then I woke up yesterday, literally like no voice. And so I have been relaxing all day. I have not 1, but 2 cups of hot tea with honey. And come hell or high water, I will make it through this live stream with you guys. So I'm here. I'm dedicated. I showed up. I hope you guys are showing up. As you guys are jumping on, do me a favor. Say hey in the chat. Sounding good. That's awesome. I feel like Phoebe Buffet. I might start singing Smelly Cat at any moment for you guys. It'll be really sexy. So yes, this is my smoldery voice, but I'm going to be sharing my screen here in a second. So I'm going to go find this video so that I can still talk with you guys in the chat. Ooh, I can hear myself though. I don't want to do that. How's it going? Where are you guys watching from? Talk to me. I will tell you, it's in my PowerPoint. I'm going to need your energy, y'all. Like, this is some serious stuff here. I've been in bed all weekend. Okay, I want it live. Oh, I got the comments. Okay, cool. But what I don't want is the sound. There we go. Everybody's working beautifully. 3 screens. We're all together. Hey guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys are going so fast. Okay, Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia, Alabama. Oh my God, this is so fun. San Diego, hey Mia, what's up? Humble, Texas, right around the corner, except it'll take me like 2 hours to get to you. Crazy. Connecticut, New York, Michigan, Mississippi. Oh my gosh, I love it. We got another San Diego. Hey, Amy from San Diego, San Antonio. Thank you. Happy birthday. You know what? It was one of those things where I told my husband last night, I was like, it's not ideal that I'm sick, but I don't know if y'all know, but I actually was hospitalized for a stomach issue right before Christmas. And I said the same thing. I'm like, who wants to be in the hospital before Christmas? But it was actually a weird universe thing because my family was in town. So he was actually able to go with me to the emergency room. If my family wouldn't have been here, he would have had to stay home with our kids. And so it's one of those weird universe things, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I see you guys on my phone. Lots of Texas, Michigan. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. Hey, Mary. Hey, Hayden. I love this. I'm so excited. You guys, seriously, I've been in bed for 4 days now. I got out of bed. I put on a shirt, like a new shirt, like I'm clean. I showered this morning. I even put in some like bronzer and lip gloss, and I'm not even a night person. So it's 7:03. We're going to get started. I'm incredibly excited. Here's what I want you to know. I'm about to put on a PowerPoint. I literally made this today, and the only reason I did it is to carry my voice. This is not a webinar. This is a party, okay? There's no pitch at the end. I'm not selling anything. Like, I need you guys to know that because I am giving stuff away. This is like, we're celebrating. I hope you guys have the margaritas. If you just jumped on, I have not 1, but 2 cups of tea to help my throat get through this. But I actually just made this over the last couple hours. I was like at my daughter's swim team making the PowerPoint only because of my voice. Okay, so I felt like I needed something to help me carry because usually I'm incredibly energetic and very, very loud and talk very fast. But in the event my voice kind of starts to go out, like I said, I felt like I needed something to fall back on. So just know it's not you, it's me. And it's gonna give me this face ID every time I wanna talk to you guys. Okay, hey Erin, hey Jennifer. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm going to first share my screen where you will see me talking. And so here's what I want you guys to know. We're gonna go through a boatload of stuff, like a boatload of stuff here. And I don't think I'm sharing the right one. Hang on one moment. Let's see, where'd you go? Okay, I want to share that one and play. Okay, cool. Someone in the comments, let me know if I just did that correctly. Please. I need your help, you guys. I've been sick for 4 days. We've had this planned for 2 months. I had to show up. There was no way I could not be here with you guys. It's the Free Mama Live party, like for real. Okay, tell me that you guys can see the cover of my PowerPoint. Can someone let me know? You guys see it? Perfect. Looks good. Fabulous. Okay, so you guys are here to hang out with me. I'm going to talk fast. I have a lot of content to get through, quite frankly. I'm going to have my phone. So if you see me, I'm looking at my phone. That's you guys. Like, that's me engaging with you guys. I want to be able to answer your questions. I can come back and do more questions at the end. So if I don't see you because you guys are flying, we're going to go. But what we're going to talk about today, in case you guys didn't know, because like I said, we're doing a free training here. Like, no pitch, no ask. Like, we're doing a free training, and then I'm going to give you a bunch of free stuff. In fact, I've got some of it actually just like sitting right here. So, and something I didn't tell you, I have a huge announcement at the end. So I'm really excited about that too. So we are talking about how to stand out on social media as a virtual assistant or copywriter or graphic designer or fill in the blank with whatever freelancing love language you have. But most of the free mamas who come into our community start as a general VA, even if you decide to specialize in something. So, and this is for you, whether you have been freelancing for years. We have free mamas who come into our community. They join the program, they join the Facebook group, and they've been freelancing for a decade. And they still get stuff out of this because guess what? Stuff changes. Social media changes really fast. If you started freelancing 10 years ago, you probably didn't have social media. If you did, nobody was using it for business yet. So it looks different. So whether you've been doing this for years or you're just getting started today and you're like, could you back up to the first slide? I don't know what a VA is. That's cool. This will still help you. By the way, a VA is a virtual assistant. And for anybody who's familiar with the Free Mama movement and you're like, okay, Lauren, but I always hear people talking about a virtual administrative consultant. Have no fear, my friends. That is the term that I made up. Yes, I'm admitting it. I made that term up. You know why? Because I've always been more sought after and better paid than a typical virtual assistant. And that was my goal. I wanted to teach you guys to do the same thing. So I never called myself a VA because I didn't want to get paid like a VA. I wanted to get paid like a virtual administrative consultant. Yep, made it up. True story. I already told you guys this. I need your energy. Like, I legit need it. And I don't think well, if you know me, you probably do understand. I am going to go to bed as soon as it's over. Like I'm going to walk down that hallway and I'm just going to like face plant on my bed because this is one of a handful of times I've made it out of bed since Friday. I've been super sick. If you are new to me and you're like, why does she sound like a smoker? I literally woke up yesterday and had completely lost my voice. So it started in my sinuses. It's in my chest now. I don't feel good. I'm going to be honest, but I'm here and I'm smiling and I brought the energy and I spent all day working on this for you guys, building this presentation because I wasn't going to do it as slides, but I knew I needed it. So if I'm here and I have energy, you better bring your energy. I can see you in the comments right now. You're amazing. You're going so fast. I love it. So I need your energy though. Like, I need you guys to ask questions. I need your guys' feedback. Like, it's not negotiable. I will literally go lay down in the middle of this if you don't do it. And I need you to stick around to the end, not because this is a webinar, not because there's a pitch. There's not. I need you to stick around at the end because at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can win prizes. So we're actually going to be doing giveaways. I got a couple of members of Free Mama team here live who are going to help me in the comments for me because I have a screen here and a screen here and a screen here. And it's like a lot going on. I'm just like trying to keep it together. 2 out of 3 Goldens are still awake right now. Like, there's just a lot happening in my world. So I can't do this by myself. So I have some members of the Free Mama team who are going to help me out. I'm going to ask questions during this crowd participation. So you will literally get rewarded with prizes, like gifts that we will mail to your house, not as fast as Amazon, but as fast as we can, to you if you participate. And then at the very end, I actually have a grand prize. And I've only done this one other time. And I'll be honest, like, it freaks me out to do it because we have had a lot of women make sacrifices to invest to be a part of the Free Mama movement, which is my 12-week program. I've only given away one other time, and it was back in December when this bad boy came out, and we did our book launch, which was one of the proudest experiences of my life, and we gave one away. So thankful to a super deserving winner. She was awesome, and she did the program like she did not let it go to waste. I'm going to tell you at the very end how you can be the second person in history to snag a free like enrollment basically to my 12-week program. So that's the grand prize. And I'm not going to explain it till the very end because yes, I am not above bribery, not as a parent and not as an online marketer. So you have to hang out with me. And in case you're like, who are you and why is your voice so weird? I don't always sound like this. I'm Lauren Golden. I'm the founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama movement. And what I do here on YouTube, because I hang out on Facebook a lot. I don't know about you guys. That's my GM. Some people on my team like Instagram. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I like Facebook. That's where I hang out. But this year I made YouTube a priority. And the reason why is because I'm just flat out on a mission to make sure that no mom has to choose between finances and her family. Like that should not be an either or. Like that is one ginormous and so I literally launched Free Mama TV back in January on YouTube, which is a search engine, in case you didn't know, so that I could teach moms just like you how to start and run a successful freelancing business from home. Everything I put on YouTube is obviously free because YouTube's free, and I have a lot of free resources here. And so the whole reason we're here and we're doing this, instead of hanging out on Facebook, we're doing this on YouTube, is I need your help. Like I'm literally trying to grow my channel. I'll just tell you what I get out of this. That's what I get out of this. I get to help more people. And you guys right now, by tuning in live, it's amazing. That's what you guys are helping me do. So thank you. We're going to get started, by the way. I hope that's cool. I'm just like clicking through. So here we go. Are you guys excited? I'm going to go back to the thing because if you guys aren't excited, I'm just going to get off right now. So let me know. Tell me if you're excited. You don't have Instagram. You know what? Mia, I'm sorry. I know you're heartbroken. Don't love it. So funny. Okay, come on. Anybody? You guys, you want to do it? Okay, Mia wants to get started. Everybody else is getting off, I guess. Okay, you let Facebook too. Okay, you're excited. Okay, good. We must have a delay. Otherwise, you guys are just like falling asleep on me. It's only my bedtime. I highly doubt this is anyone else's actual bedtime right now. Just me. Super cool like that. Okay, so before we get into what you are supposed to do, I think it's really important that we spend just a couple minutes talking about what you're not supposed to do, just so you guys know. So these are the top 3 mistakes that I see literally every single day, and they make me cringe when I sign. And I will say, because I spend most of my time on Facebook, I'm mostly thinking of Facebook when I make these comments, just so you guys know. But what I want you guys to know is that this also primarily goes for LinkedIn and Instagram as well. So those, I'll call those like the big 3 for our purposes in terms of growing business as freelancers, would be Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. But I see these every single day. Every time I log into the Facebook group for the Free Mama, I see these. The first mistake that I see people make is that they're unprofessional. There's a lot of different ways to be unprofessional, by the way. Grammar is a really big one. And it's really hard because you don't want to ever be offensive. You don't want to like call someone out. And I'll be the first to say, like, I put a lot of words out on the internet, like a lot, like a gross amount. And I'm not perfect. Like I messed up. I remember the organizational chick on Netflix. That was like a super big deal. Marie Kondo, right? I didn't watch it, but everybody was doing it. And so I wrote an email about it and I wrote Mary instead of Marie. You guys, I got like hate mail, like to my house. Like it was a big deal. So people make mistakes, but we all know what we're talking about when we talk about the unprofessional people with their grammar. Everybody knows what we're talking about. It's when you see people use the letter U instead of Y-O-U, right? Like we all see that and we're like, you're lazy. Don't be lazy, right? The grammar, your instead of you are. And again, we all make mistakes, but in general, like don't use the letter R for the verb A-R-E. Like you got to step it up, even on your personal page, even when you're talking to friends, even on an Instagram comment. Like it matters. It does matter. Even though you're just like, oh, I'm not like freelancing right now. Like I'm not working. No, you are. It's all your personal brand. Everything you put on the internet stays on the internet like for forever. Did you guys know that? It stays on there for forever, even if you think you delete it. That's why I think Snapchat is ridiculous. I'm like, do you know how fast people screenshot that and like put it on Twitter? It's bad. So grammar is a big one. Content of your personal feed and posts. You guys, again, this one's tricky. Like you may feel very passionately about a politically or religiously charged topic. You do you, right? Like I'm not saying don't do it. Same with grammar, by the way. Like I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm telling you is that it is unprofessional and I see it all the time and it's polarizing. And so you need an awareness is what I'm saying. You need to be aware that if you play Candy Crush for 9 years on Facebook and that's your whole news feed and you've like ruined all your friendships because you've asked them all to play Candy Crush with you, like that's going to be a problem when you start your freelancing business. So this is just truth time. I'm just laying it all out there for you guys. I'm so sorry. The next is your profile settings. So we're going to talk a lot more in depth about this later because it's one of the things I'm going to teach on today is going to be like how to optimize your profile a little bit. And I'm also, Mia's going to share with you guys a resource for that. It's going to be awesome. But what I mean by this, I don't mean like private, not private, although I will talk about that. What I mean is just like your profiles in general. So if your profile picture is like a cartoon or like your cat, or even your adorable baby, that's a problem. Why? It's unprofessional. And I know it's your personal Facebook page. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're going to learn here. It doesn't matter. It's not for you anymore. It wasn't ever really for you, if we're all honest. Like you put it on the internet because you wanted other people to tell you how cute your baby and your cat were. I get it. Your profile settings matter. Those of you guys sharing names, I've seen this a lot lately. I'm pretty sure you can't even do it per Facebook's terms and conditions. If you are sharing a Facebook profile with your spouse, for example, and so it says like your name, his name, last name, don't do that anymore. Please kick him off if you don't want to start over. Be like, yo, honey, you're never really on this thing anyway. Like, it's mine now. Or you go get a new one. Start a new one. And if you're like, well, then I won't have any friends. Cool. Go to the Free Mama Facebook group. You will have like 17,000 friends tomorrow. I'm just saying. So don't worry about that. But like these things, it matters and it's unprofessional. It's unprofessional. So that's what I need you guys to get from this. I see like massive comments. I hope none of them are mean. Don't talk bad about me when I can't see you guys. Okay. The second most biggest mistake that I see like on a daily basis is people putting too much effort in the wrong places. And another way to say this that actually maybe would have made more sense is that people are working harder and not smarter. And this one like physically hurts me because I feel like sometimes when people are unprofessional, that to me is like they haven't been taught, right? They don't know. There's a lack of awareness. When people are working harder, not smarter, it genuinely makes me sad because you think you're working really hard. You think you spent 6 hours on Facebook groups and why don't you have a client yet? The problem is you weren't doing it in a smart way. You weren't putting your effort in the right way. You were scrolling for 6 hours. So you're tired and you're frustrated and you're overwhelmed and you're burnt out and you have nothing to show for it. Oh, it hurts me, you guys. I see it all the time. Part of this is happening because you guys are either on the wrong platform, you're in the wrong group, you're doing the wrong things, which again, we'll clear up hopefully today together what you should be working on, or you're just flat out in too many. Like being on Facebook should not be a part-time job, like except maybe for me, or if you're a social media manager, like you just should not be on social media that much. It is not required to make contacts on the internet. Did you know that? Like you don't have to be there all the time. Isn't that freeing? I hope that just makes you guys feel better already. The other thing I see is people being reactive instead of proactive. We're going to talk about that in this training. And sometimes I even see people being lazy. Lazy. If you're being lazy right now and you're watching, if you're watching this, this is what I want to say. If you're watching this right now on YouTube and you have not posted one comment yet, not one comment on my YouTube live party that I showed up for after being in bed for 4 days. If you have not posted anything yet, you are being lazy. You're being lazy and you're being reactive instead of proactive. Post something, participate, comment, put yourself out there. Like do it. Quit being lazy. You're not working. You're being lazy. Is that too much? I hope I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. Okay, the last thing is that I see people being too aggressive, kind of like I maybe just was just there. But seriously, this is important, you guys. If I can't lovingly tell you this, who's going to tell you? Nobody's going to tell you to your face. So I'm going to tell all of you to your faces at the exact same time. Okay, you guys are being too aggressive, too aggressive. And here's the deal, because we're going to work on this a lot during this training. You're making it all about you. You're talking about yourself. You're trying to get them on the call. You're trying to send them a proposal before you've ever even had a conversation with them. Y'all, slow down. Like, what if you were at a bar and a guy walked up to you and he was like, will you go home with me? Like, wouldn't you be like, whoa, dude, like maybe say hi first and then like offer to buy me a drink? Like it doesn't work that way. And so why you would never do that in real life, right? Like you would not, I can't think of anybody that would go up to some, well, maybe like sleazy, like banker people, because I used to work in that world. It's horrible. They might do it, but like nobody would go up to somebody at a networking event and be like, hi, will you please buy this from me? Like, so why are we doing it online? Stop doing it. Stop it. And in case you didn't know, because you're new to me, your business isn't even about you. I know it's hard, especially being a free mama. I'm like, my whole thing is like, this is for you, free yourself. But your business, by definition, a business solves a problem, not your problem. I know your problem. You want to be home with your kids. You need more money. Maybe it's a side hustle. Maybe you're trying to replace your full-time salary. Maybe you're looking for a deeper purpose. Like I know my people. I know you guys. Shout outs to all of you. You have your purpose. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you it's not important. Like, but your business, what it does, it solves a problem, and it's somebody else's problem that your business is solving. So you have to make your interactions about that. Okay, those are the 3 mistakes. We're going to come back to this sheet a lot, this slide. So here's what I want you to know. Again, I know this sounds kind of webinar-y. I want to reiterate in case you got on later, like I'm not pitching anything. This is just how I talk now because marketer for life. I don't know. But there is a simple solution. So we're going to break these down into 3 steps because 3 seems to be fun. If we have 3 mistakes, we have three steps for the solution. Number 1, we're going to get ready. Number 2, we're going to get set. Guess what we're going to do next? Number 3, we're going to go. I know you guys know where this is going. And here, because I like bonuses, again, not a webinar, but here we go. I do have a bonus and I have a 4th thing. And I really do. I got some shout outs in my bonus. So I hope these people are watching because they're freaking rocking it. So Number one. Okay, I wanna come back over really fast. No, all caps, stop yelling at them. I don't know who are we yelling at? Are people fighting? Oh my goodness. I hope nobody's fighting on here. Come on, you guys. All I saw was capital letters. I hope everybody's being nice to each other. Okay, number one, get ready. Okay, so what I mean by, I literally mean get ready, by the way. So whether you have been doing this, freelancing for 10 years, or this is the first time you've even heard the word VA, and I had to explain it to you back at the beginning. When you're online and you come, like, this is a question for you. This is for everybody. So this is how we get ready, right? Okay, and oh, Mia, get ready. Mia, get ready. Here's your cue. Okay, I'm asking you guys a question. We're gonna give away a prize. You guys want a prize? And the crowd goes wild. Everybody say, I can't yell. That was actually pretty good though. Okay, when you're online, this is a question for you. The winner gets a prize. The first person to answer gets a prize. I have a delay. Okay, prize. Good, you see me. Okay, Mia, pay attention. Okay, when you're online and you come across something that snags your attention, what is the first thing that you do? What's the first thing, when you're on social media and somebody gets your attention, what's the first thing you do? Answer. It's not a rhetorical question. I'll give you the answer here in a minute. What's the first thing you do? Anybody? Anybody? Hey, Nicole. The first person. Okay. Screenshot, save it, screenshot. Oh, a lot of people. Oh, click tape. Okay, a lot of people are answering, but okay, let me say, okay, yep, Abigail, I'm calling the winner because that's the first one I saw. Mia, unless you saw someone else, Abigail, it's going so fast. Yeah, you will freaking stop the person. That's what you do. When someone posts something, sorry, I didn't read it exactly how it was on the slides. I know, I'll get better. Okay, the first thing you do is you click on their name. You guys, I'm like sweating. I'm so worked up tonight. I hope it's not a fever. You guys are giving me a fever. Okay, so what is the first thing you do? You freaking click on their name. You click on their name. We can go do this together later if you guys want. We can go creep on people. We do this. We do this. Guess what? If you're doing it, guess who else is doing it? In the Free Mama group, possibly right now on YouTube. I'm not sure. Like, you click on the person. You go check them out. And guess what? Guess what? Guess it is a matter of seconds whether or not someone decides whether or not they want to continue to engage with you, whether they choose to friend you, contact you, reply to you back in the comments, engage with you in any capacity, right? The whole point of this training tonight is that I want you to be ready for the opportunities that you might currently be missing. Even if you've been doing this for 10 years, even if you've been freelancing for 10 years, I guarantee you that there are people on here watching right now who are missing opportunities every day to connect with other people. And what I mean, by the way, I should break this down in case this is newer for you. What I mean by make connections with people, we're talking about your network, right? You talk about networking events, your network. We talk about your warm audience. By the way, that's people you already know, right? It's like, it's your family and your friends and your colleagues and your past colleagues, people you went to school with. Like, it's people you know their name. You should be growing your network constantly, just like in life, right? But it's crucial in business. But I would argue do it in life anyway, because we all need a village, like especially moms. So just build your network. So you guys are missing opportunities right now. And that stinks. So remember this slide? I told you we're gonna go back to it a lot. So hopefully you guys can tell because it's kind of subtle. But right now I have bolded the part about the content you guys are posting, the stuff you're posting or not posting or shouldn't be posting or it's questionable, as well as all the stuff with your profile settings. So when we talk about get ready, those are the two mistakes that I want to solve for you right now, okay? Because I'm a problem solver because I'm in business and we solve problems. Okay, so I want you guys to optimize your social media profile. Mia, I'm probably going to ask you to drop it a couple times. I actually did a YouTube video on this, so don't click away and watch it right now. You can watch it later because I'm going to walk you through some of it right now. But you guys, this is critical. Like, it's non-negotiable. If you're watching this, if you're here, you better do this. And if you've already seen the video and you haven't done it, come on. Like, I'm trying to help you here. Help me help you, right? So your social media profile, like it or not, I know it's your personal profile. I know you want to protect your babies. I know you want it private. I know you only want to be friends with people you already know. Like, I hear this stuff all the time, whether you're in business or not, and whether you like it or not. It's your virtual business card. It is your I exist in the internet card. And it should say something about you. It's powerful. Don't be scared of it. It should be powerful. And I know you guys aren't going to like this, and you can argue with me later on. I'm not even going to look at the comments. It needs to be public. If you are out there networking in Facebook groups of people and your stuff is completely blocked and private, you might as well stop. Like, go to in-person network events. I'm not telling you can't be a freelancer or a virtual assistant. That's not what I'm saying. But your networking on social media you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. I know that's brutal. Truth bombs left and right. It needs to be public. It needs to be public. Okay? If you don't want people to see pictures of your babies, don't put them on the internet. Your private profile is not going to solve that problem. I'm sorry, it's not. So it's a decision you have to make. Like, my husband and I have had conversations about it. I've got my kids in ads. Like, it's a decision we made, right? It's a choice. So you need to make the choice, and you need to decide either like, I'm not willing to do this, or I'm going to go freaking grow my business and be a rock star free mama. We talked about this earlier. Don't share your profile with your spouse or your sister or your daughter or your cousin or your cat. Like, don't share it. It needs to be your profile. It needs to be a picture of you. Your profile picture needs to be you, your face, preferably close up, preferably smiling. The reason, and I can see it right now here on YouTube, I can see all the people with their little faces. And if you don't have a profile, I see a couple shots. I'm not picking on anybody. And then people with no profile, it's just like a silhouette with different colors. You have to do it. You have to, not on YouTube, who cares? But unless you do YouTube, but you have to do it. You need a profile picture. You need it. It helps people know, like, and trust you instantaneously. You think without a profile picture of your face, not a quote, not your logo, not whatever, a picture of your face. If it takes someone a matter of seconds to decide whether or not they want anything to do with you, girl, make it a good one. And it doesn't have to be expensive. Get a phone, borrow a friend's phone, have a friend take it, stand out in the sun, like, get good light. It takes 2 seconds. You could come up with 1 million excuses why you don't want to do it or why you can't do it. But the reality is, just get it done. Like, just go get it done. Okay. Utilize the background photo and featured photos. So you get 9, maybe it's 12 now. I don't know. You get featured photos. They're on the side. You get your background image at the top. The other thing I want you to do, and again, Mia's going to post a video. You guys can go watch this. This isn't what we're doing right now, but I just want to break it down for you what I mean by optimize. Add descriptions to everything. So did you know that when you upload a new photo to all these different things, you can go back and click on it like right away and add text and a link. And guess what else you can do? You can add a CTA. That's a call to action. That means tell people what to do next. Because guess what? People are lazy. Remember, I called you guys lazy earlier. No offense. I can be really lazy too. People are lazy. They're not going to work hard to do the next thing you want them to do. So if you want them to like your business page, because that's where you do most of your stuff, which I'm not going to get into that. It's not what I recommend. But if that's what you do, you got to tell them to go like your business page and tell them what's in it for them. If you want people to email you, if you want people to go to your Calendly link or your website or a testimonials page or whatever, like, you have to tell them and make it easy for them and give them a clickable link to do it, because people need to be told. You got to hold their hand through the whole thing. Guess what I did to get you guys here? Guess what I did to get you here? I sent multiple emails, I think 2. I sent a mini chat thing. I posted in the Facebook group twice. I was going to do a live, but I was trying not to talk all day. Like, you got to get people there. You got to give them the link, right? Like, we're lazy, we're tired, and we're distracted, and we got other stuff going on. So if you're not utilizing that your real estate, your free real estate that Facebook is giving you to connect with other people, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And last but not least, and we talked about this, consider your feed. What does it say about you? Most importantly with this, and this is the last thing for step 1 of get ready, what I want you to really know about this is when I say consider your feed, if you, and we'll talk about this in the next step, excuse me, it's all starting to come out. We'll talk about this in step 2, get set, when you go out and actually start networking with people in groups. Do a quick check of your profile. See what the most recent, maybe you were just at a bachelorette party and you were tagged in a photo and it's not super awesome, or like, which is fine. Maybe you want to leave it there. Just go make a quick post on your own feed. Again, people are lazy. 3 seconds. Guess what they're looking at? Cover image, profile, info, bio, featured photos, and the first post. Like, you're lucky if you get them to scroll down after that. Do you know how lucky you are? If they're scrolling down your feed, it means they're interested. They're practically hooked if they scroll. Like, that's a big deal. So consider your feed. If it's a time that you're going to go be networking in groups, make a post relative to something about your business, not a sales thing, but just something about something going on in your day. Again, we'll talk about this in the next one, but it's just one of those things to be mindful of. What's the most recent thing I posted? Is it serving me? Especially on those times that you're blocking to go network with people in groups. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. I do see you guys. 7 seconds is all you have to catch someone's attention. I know, so fast. Okay. Mia's yelling at everybody. Oh, you guys are yelling at each other. Okay, I love this. I'm having so much fun, even though I'm literally sweating, you guys. I'm like feverish. Okay, number 2, get set. Right? We got ready. That means, are you even ready to go out and network? Right? Are you even ready? Because you know what the first thing they're going to do on the internet is. And by the way, this isn't just Facebook. Remember, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are. And you don't have to be everywhere. Wherever you are, optimize them. Are you even ready to be out networking? Because guess what? If you're busting your butt in Facebook groups and you have not done step 1, get ready, I don't want to say you've been wasting your time, but man, you haven't been maximizing it. You have not been maximizing it, and that hurts me. That makes me feel sad for you. So don't do that. Okay. Yes. I'm trying to read. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to let you guys talk to each other. This is awesome. Okay, number 2, get set. The goal, hear me here. The goal of engaging on social media is to be seen. It's the reason you have a profile. I've said this before. Like, you did not get a profile because you did it because you want other people to see you. That's why we do it. Even if you're an introvert, even if you're shy, even if you've got your stuff private. If you were that private, excuse me, if you were that private, you wouldn't have a social media profile at all. But you're on there because you want to stay in touch with other people. You want other people to see your stuff, even if it's family or friends or whatever. That's why it's literally why it exists, right? Social media. It exists for you to be seen. And it can't work any other way. It can, oh, bummer. Looks like something got deleted. Hang on, friends. Get ready. Get set. Sorry, I hit back. Looks like something got deleted. Okay, what that should say is you don't get around this. It cannot work don't on this. So, excuse me, with your social media profile being private, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. You cannot network online with a private profile. You can't do it. You cannot find clients online without being seen, which also means putting yourself out there and engaging, which is what we're going to talk about in Get Set. So, okay, going back to our list of mistakes, because remember, we started with the mistakes, because here's the deal. I can tell you what to do right. I can tell you what to do. But if you don't know how to interpret it correctly, it's not going to serve you. So I'm going to keep coming back to the mistakes that I see. What we're talking about here, yes, Graham, or whatever, that's kind of existing with all of them. But mostly this is about are you in the right place doing the right thing? That's what getting set is all about. You'll never be ready to get clients if you don't get this part right? You got to get ready. Now we're getting set. So this repeated. I clearly hit backspace at some point. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, the goal of engaging on social media is to be seen. What does that mean? Visibility, literally, by definition, visibility. So what should you be doing? You should be showcasing who you are, okay? Not as a freelancer. Who are you? Who are you as a person? Who are you? So if you're sitting here going, I don't know what services I'm going to offer, I'm new to freelancing. I don't even know. Cool. You don't have to have it all figured out yet. Don't stress out about your niche and your ideal club. I see people stressing out about this in the Facebook group every day. Don't stress. It'll come. It'll come through experience. You got to take a couple steps forward first. So showcase, who are you? What are you all about? What do you care about, right? And what you do. So you got to get into the services a little. You don't have to have it all figured out, but how can you help people? How can you help people? Can you help save them time? Can you help them with their admin stuff? What in general can you do? You don't have to be specific to get started. If you know, be specific. Be specific. And I'll tell you about my awesome sauce free mamas here at the end who are freaking crushing it, and why, by the way, and or what you're capable of, right? So if you don't know what you do yet, what are you capable of? Are you capable of checking emails? I think so. You logged onto this YouTube Live, which I'm struggling with 3 screens. So I think you're capable of a lot. When it comes to visibility, you have to do these 3 following things. You have to. It's non-negotiable. Frequency. So read daily-ish. Daily-ish. Don't stress if you are sick for 4 days in bed like I was. Like, it's okay. The world keeps turning. Facebook will still exist when you get back, I promise. Make time for it daily-ish. And we'll talk about this here in a minute. And I'll do another giveaway because I know you guys want free stuff. Daily-ish. Frequency. Consistency. Consistency and frequency don't mean the same thing, right? Frequency is how often you do it, right? Consistency is like the duration. So it's like off, like, I don't know. It sounds like that's the same. I'm confusing myself with my sick mind, but it's not. Consistency means don't go post frequently for a week and then come back to me and say it didn't work. Because I'm going to be like, well, obviously, like, Facebook's algorithm doesn't even know who you are yet. You'd be lucky if after a week in a huge group, if they're even putting your post in front of anybody. I have people tag me in the free mama group all the time, and they'll tag me like a week after they posted. They'll be like, nobody responded. Can you help me? And I'll click on their profile because that's what we do, right? We click on their profile. We're curious. We go whatever. And I see that it's her first post in the group ever. And I'm like, this poor person doesn't understand that people weren't ignoring her. Literally, Facebook did not put it in front of anybody. You have to be consistent. It's like literally, like by definition, you guys, it's social media, like it's their algorithm, it's their game. They reward consistency. And you have to be proactive. So you have to get visibility, you have to post and showcase who you are proactively, not reactively. So reactive would be liking someone else's post. Reactive would be commenting on someone else's post. I'm not saying don't do these things. You should do these things. Build relationship. You cannot get the visibility that you want without being proactive, right? So you can't just passively like and comment. You have to remember that your goal is to build relationships. We're building our network. We're building our network so that we get clients. We're building our network so that we get clients. Does that make sense? That goes back to the mistake about being aggressive. We don't post in groups to get clients. We post in groups to build relationships and build network so that we get clients. Does that make sense? I hope you guys get that difference. It's a big one. Okay. Where was I going to go? Giveaway. You guys ready? I need a giveaway and a water break. I'm going to read your comments for a second. Proactive. Got it. Mara's like, move on, Lauren. Take your drink of water and let's do a giveaway. Okay. This doesn't have to be a full-time job, you guys. This does not have to be a full-time job. You guys are making it so much harder than it has to be. We're going to talk about this. It does not have to be a full-time job. You do not have to be on Facebook for 6 hours a day networking in Facebook groups. That would be absolutely obscene. Okay, so here's the giveaway. Ready? Mia, get ready. I'll try to call a name if I see it. I hope mine's going at the same speed as you guys. I teach a time management technique that I made up, not time blocking, but the one that I made up is called Go. I just see I'm ready. Oh, okay, Nicole Sarve. I don't know if I said your name right, Nicole. That's the first one I saw. Mia, I don't know if that's your first, but that's who I just saw. Yay, the Daily 5. You guys, if you're not using the Daily 5, come on. Again, I'm trying to help you. And here's what I want you to know about it. It's a tool. You're going to have to massage it to work for you, okay? The whole point of it, though, is that you prioritize the things that shift the needle in your business. I guarantee you, if you're just getting started, networking will shift the needle in your business. Unless you have a warm audience that is just waiting to get tapped into and you just need me to shake you by the shoulders and get you tapping into it to build out your entire book of business, you must network. You must. And like I said earlier, you should constantly be networking anyway. It's important. 30 minutes to an hour a day goes a long way. Time block it. Use it with the Daily 5. It should be a priority unless your business is full or close to full, and then it can slip back. It's not as top priority. It's still important, right? We like to keep the pipeline full. So you'll still need to do it, but not with the same sense of urgency. So 30 minutes to an hour goes a long way. Block 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon, or in the afternoon and right before you go to bed. Not just to scroll, not your news feed. Be intentional. Get rid of the other distractions. Don't like, it's not a game. You're either working or you're playing. right? You've got to draw the line in the sand. So when you do it right, it doesn't have to take that long. You should be in 1 to 3 groups max. You can set on notifications. So just so you guys know, there's like 3 little dots at the top of every post on the right-hand side. If you click on them, you've got a couple choices. You can turn on notifications for a post. You can turn off notifications for a post. I have to do that all the time. It drives me crazy. That way I don't have so many like notifications clogging up my like red numbers, make me go crazy. So I'll turn off notifications if the thread's getting into like 300s. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop telling me. You can turn them off, you can turn them on, and you can also save posts to come back to. So if you post something in the morning, hopefully people are engaging so you'll get the notification, but you can save it. Or if you see one, you're like, oh, I want to come back to it. Use those resources. Those were built for a reason, you guys. Like, they're tools for you. Use them. 30 minutes twice a day. That's it. And then do your playtime separately. And again, I'm talking a lot about Facebook, but this goes with where you are, and you don't have to be in all places. 1 to 3 groups max. That's mostly for LinkedIn and Facebook, obviously. And make sure it's where your ideal clients are. If you don't know where your ideal clients are, don't freak out. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But here's what I want you guys to know. Here's where this is just, it's one of my superpowers. I'll be honest. I don't know why. I don't know how. I know it's not fair. My relationship with time is impeccable, and it serves me very, very well. I'm very efficient. It's just one of my superpowers. It's why I created the Daily 5, was to try to like take out of my brain, like how do I get more stuff done than other people? Like I'm not sure why. And a lot of it has to do with my relationship with time. Your time is valuable. Act like it. You don't want other people wasting your time. So why are you wasting your own time? Set a timer if you need to. Like, time block it out on your calendar. Do whatever you need to do, but act like your time's valuable. Okay? So don't just be scrolling for 6 hours and be like, well, I've been spending so much time in Facebook groups. I'm gonna be like, cool, what have you done? Are you posting? Are you being proactive? Are you putting yourself out there? Like, are you doing these things? Well, no, I didn't find the right one. Well, what are you waiting for? Like a sign from the universe? Pick one, right? And try it on long enough to know whether or not it's right or wrong. So, okay, this is what I was getting to. Pick groups where your ideal clients hang out. If you know who your ideal client is, okay? So if you know you want to work with realtors, go find where realtors hang out in real life and online. If you don't, here's what I want you to think about. Are you utilizing your warm audience yet? If the answer is no, my response is go do it. No ifs, no excuses. Don't tell me you're scared. Don't tell me you're nervous about who's going to find out. What are they going to think? Like, all of those are excuses, you guys. It's time to cut it. We're getting ready, we're getting set, and we're going to go. And you can't do it if you skip these steps. So you got to do it. Utilize your warm audience first. It's a low-hanging fruit. They already know, like, and trust you. And by the way, this is not MLM. Like, it's not about getting their business, unless you have a friend who's a business owner, in which find out if they need help, right? Our business isn't about us. It's about them. Solve a problem. Do they have any? If they don't, guess what? You don't want them as a client anyway, just as much as they don't want you as a freelancer. It doesn't make sense. But the point of making sure your warm audience does know about you is because they can be your greatest advocates. They can be the greatest source of referrals. So if they don't know what you're doing, but they have a brother-in-law who owns a business who just yesterday said he was looking for a virtual assistant, how could they possibly connect you with that person if you're not even telling? They don't even know. They don't know. Oh, it's the best Laurenism ever. Somebody hit me with the Laurenism in the comments. You know where I'm going with this. What do I say all the time about your warm audience? If you can get it spot on, we will give you a prize. Someone else said Daily 5, not Daily 5. What's the Laurenism? Okay, warm audience. I need a definition. Warm audience. Mia says go. Warm audience, Erin. A warm audience is just the people who already know you. You're warm, so they're warm. Their temperature's warm. So in sales, we talk about a cold lead. A cold lead is someone, they don't know you, they don't know your product, they don't trust you, they don't know anything about you. Your warm audience is like your current network. It's people, they're already familiar with you, they know who you are, friends, family, colleagues, things like that. Okay, I think I missed it. I saw somebody say, okay, Mia, I hope you got it. I missed it. I saw somebody say, how can they connect you with the people you're meant to serve? But I don't know if they got the whole thing or not. Mia, I'm going to let you find the winner on that one. Okay, Tiffany. Are you saying Tiffany's the winner? I don't know. Okay, here's the Laurenism. I'm trying to read too fast. Here's the Laurenism. If nobody knows what you're doing, how can they connect you with the people you're meant to serve? Right? Those people whose problems you can solve. And guess what? They'll give you money to do it. It's a beautiful thing. Love freelancing. So fabulous. Okay. So that's where I want you to start. When it comes to groups, if you don't know your ideal client, go with business owners. There's plenty of entrepreneurial groups. Business owner, entrepreneur, coaches are people who are used to the virtual world, so they tend to outsource. Course creators, it doesn't matter. Start with somebody. So use the search tool. LinkedIn has one. Facebook has one. If you're just wanting to go after cold people, so people who you don't know and they don't know you, you can do the same thing on Instagram. And search for different things. Or another idea is to search for local groups. Again, try on 1 to 3 max. A couple things you're going to want to look for is to make sure they have a couple thousand minimum, unless it is just a super hyper local group like in your town of business owners, and it's highly engaged. And then high engagement. Regardless of the size, you want to make sure you're not the only one posting in there. You don't want to be talking to crickets. You want to be in a group where people are interacting. I would say there's not really such thing as a group that's too big. The reason why is because as you become Facebook friends with people and as you continue to engage and network with the same people over and over, they'll get notified of your posts. But you got to do all the stuff we just talked about on the last slide in terms of get set. You have to have the frequency, you have to have the consistency, and you have to be proactive or it's not going to matter. Right? So I wouldn't worry about like, oh, there's 200,000 people. There's too many VAs in here. Unless it is a VA group, which again, why are you networking? Well, like, yes, you have your free mama group. You have a support group. Maybe you're in a mom support group. You should be networking in 1 to 3 groups of potential clients. A group of VAs is not a group of potential clients for you. Okay. Here's what I want to say. You're making it harder than it has to be. Okay. You guys are making it harder than it has to be. So we're going to fly through this because, I still want to get through number 3 and then we got more free stuff to give you. And then I need to drink my tea and go to bed. Okay. You are making this harder than it has to be. And I know you probably feel it. You know, when you guys feel it and you're just like, oh, does it feel hard? Like I feel tired and overwhelmed. It doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't. So breathe. If it feels hard, walk away. That's what I want to say. If you're on Facebook and you're like, oh, I time blocked. I have to be in Facebook groups. Oh my God, I have to be in Facebook groups. Scrolling, can't find anything. Don't know what to say. Like fatigue, walk away, quit forcing it. It's not natural. Like just force it. So, a couple things that I think might help you though. First of all, keep in mind is what you post isn't even for you. Like it's not for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. Who cares? It's for them, right? Don't worry about it. Stop overthinking it. Set a timer if you need to. Okay. Another thing that I do, like if I have to write, it's like the hardest thing for me to do. In fact, you guys might have heard me complaining about writing the May YouTube video scripts because I blocked like 2 days to do it and I didn't. And I had to do it like a week later and I was doing it at night and I had to like, oh, it was horrible because because I was trying to force it, right? Just like you guys, it felt hard. So don't force it. Do it when it feels natural. If you're a talker like me instead of a writer, talk it out to yourself. Voxer is a walkie-talkie app. You can also use like a voice memo. Just write, like start to just like talk about something and then transcribe it later. Or like pretend like you're talking to a friend. Be like, what would I say to a friend right now? Or get your husband. Like so often, you guys, like even tonight, I was like, Justin, how do I do that? And I just need to like talk it out because staring at the words wasn't working for me. If you're one with the words, then bless you. I don't have that superpower. So stop overthinking it. Set a timer. Try, come back later. Another suggestion, ask polarizing questions, not offensive ones, polarizing ones, not political ones, not religious ones, other kinds of polarizing questions. Like, which platform is the best for email marketing? That's something people have an opinion about. You might be like, who cares? Guess who cares? People who use email marketing, they care. I like ClickFunnels. It's my favorite. I have like 4 books right there from ClickFunnels and the founder. I go to the conference. I listen to the podcast. Like that would be something where if somebody said like, what is the absolute best like website funnel software out there? I would literally in my busy life, I would take the time to post because I care about my side of the answer. So if you're looking for a good thing to post, another example of this, by the way, sorry guys, it's coming out. Another great example of this, by the way, is in the Free Mama Facebook group not long ago, although maybe it was a long time ago now, I posted like minivan or no minivan for moms, right? Like moms have an opinion about that. Either they are like diehard, they love their minivan and like they think it's the best thing in the world, even though they know they look ridiculous, sorry. Or they're like, I will literally never get a minivan. Like it's a polarizing question. Guess what it does? It drums up engagement. Is that question going to get a client? No, probably not. Guess what it is going to do? It's going to tell Facebook's algorithm, I'm important. It's going to get people clicking on your profile, which has now been optimized. So they're going to check you out, right? because it's getting a ton of comments and engagement. So it doesn't have to be like a perfect call to action, marketing, sales, whatever every time. Just post, just start, like just go do something, right? Post things you've learned about. So like at the end of this, I'm actually going to ask you guys for your support, not just for me. It's actually very little for me. It's for you. I want you guys to implement the stuff we're talking about tonight. So I'm going to have a challenge for you at the end. I want you to freaking do this. I didn't spend hours putting this together for my own benefit. Like, yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. I hope my YouTube channel grows. That's cool. Like, this is for you. Like, I did this for you. So post the stuff you're learning about. Share it with people. Are you learning about software? Did you watch this training? Are you enjoying this? Please go share it on your social media right now, right? Like I'm asking. Go do it. You have plenty of stuff you guys can talk about. Share about your day. Talk about what's going on your day. Not, by the way, this is important to say when talking about your life and talking about your day. It is important to be honest. Use a filter, meaning you can be honest, meaning you're not lying, while still using a filter, meaning if there's something that's not appropriate, and I don't mean violent or sexual, like it doesn't even have to be that. Maybe it's something that's gonna let everybody know that you don't actually have a freaking clue what you're doing. Like save that for the Free Mama group. Don't go post in a group of all of your prospective clients, like your ideal clients. Don't go post in there and say like, I have no freaking clue what I'm doing in my business. I don't know how to get clients. Who in that group is going to want to work with you now? I see this, you guys. I see people do this and I'm like, no. You can be honest. You can say you're struggling. You can say what your challenge is. You can say, hey, I'm having trouble growing my network. Hey, I'm having trouble closing on discovery call. Like you can say what your challenge is without shooting yourself in the foot. So be honest, use a filter and remember who it's for. Remember, it isn't for you. It's for them. It's at the top of the slide. It's not even for you. It's for them. So when you do this, you have to read it through the lens with which the other people are going to read it, not how you're reading it. How are they going to read it? But you can share the best parts of your day or your week. Do you have a win? Do you have a challenge? Did something go wrong? In fact, I read a post right before I got on this. I don't know if she's watching tonight or not, but I saw a post from Katie in our Facebook group, and it was great. It was something about she's having a hard time. Her daughter's been sick. She is having a challenging time. But she told it in a way that it was engaging. It made me read it. It didn't, not that I didn't feel sorry for her, but it wasn't a woe's me post. Like it was almost like a proud mama kind of post about being there for her child. And it was beautiful. And again, it wasn't roses and butterflies, but it made me connect to her. And again, that's the goal. You're networking, you're building connections, which then lead to clients, right? You're not trying to get clients, you're trying to build connections. So share from an authentic place. What are you looking forward to? Do you have a trip coming up? Are you saving money for something? Did you start your side hustle for a reason? Like, what are you looking forward to in life? What are your goals? Share them. Go share them in a Facebook group. Do you know how many people will connect with you? What are you reading? What are you listening to? What show are you watching? Amy Matos, I don't know if she's watching. Amy friggin' posts about Game of Thrones all the time, to the point now that I will, after I watched last night, on Sunday night, I watched Game of Thrones in bed, and I got on Facebook and I looked at Amy's profile. True story. I don't know if Amy's watching or not. True story. I wanted to see if she said anything. Why? I know she's watching. I know she loves it. She talks about it. Talk about networking and building connections. I've never met Amy in real life. I consider her a dear friend. We were friggin' Facebook friends, y'all. Like, but I knew because she talks about it. So talk about it. You guys don't make this stuff harder than it has to be, okay? And then what are you working on? Did you have a client? Did you have a hard experience? I've seen people in the Facebook group share experiences about making it through a really challenging conversation, raising your rates, letting clients go, overcoming, just any kind of challenge. Like share that stuff, not just in the Free Mama group, go share it in other groups. Why? Because then you're going to ask for engagement. You're going to ask them to engage with you. You're going to say things like, what are you reading? Or what was the best part of your day or week? Or what's something you're excited about in your business right now? Or what's your goal by the end of 2019? And by the way, those were all going off of like those different prompts right there. Like you're going to ask them to engage with you in some capacity. Those were all I will say those were pretty shallow, but they work. They still work, right? So share Share about yourself. It doesn't have to be 9,000 paragraphs, especially if you are not a copywriter like I am, but share what's going on and then literally ask them to engage with you. Not ask for your business, not ask for whatever. Ask them to engage with you. Now, this, my friends, this is me getting your attention again. I don't even know if my camera's on. Is my camera on or is it just a slide? I don't even know. Okay, this is where most people mess up. This is where most people mess up. Even if you can wrap your head around everything we just talked about, okay, this is where most people mess up. So they post, they finally did it. They got over their fears. They got over themselves. They got out of their own way. They hit return on a post in a group, and the Facebook algorithm looked down on them and smiled and said, I will put this in front of other people for you. And people engaged, and then they don't do anything with it. It makes me so freaking sad. You guys, this is the last part of Get Set. You have to re-engage with them. You have to re-engage with them. What do I mean by that? Remember earlier I said block 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, for example. You have to go back later after you post. And when people comment on your stuff, re-engage with them. Ask a follow-up question. Tell them you agree. Tell them how much you enjoyed their response. Start a freaking argument. If it's that polarizing one, not mean, like you got to understand, I mean playful. But if it's the minivan and someone is like, I think people like people are crazy who don't like minivans. Like I would straight up and be like, I would go back and I'd be like, I guess I'm crazy because like I'm never having a minivan. Like re-engage, go back, start a dialogue, start some banter, like ask follow-up questions, especially in the posts that are going to be geared towards your business, things you're excited about, things you're challenged with. Like if I were to do one on someone's favorite email marketing or funnel software or whatever, and people are out there like talking about Infusionsoft, which you guys might even be like, I don't even know what that is. Like it's legitimately the worst. Daphne, you need to go see Dad. Come here. You can say hi and you need to go. Hi. This is my daughter who doesn't stay in bed. Say hi to everybody and then go get Dad. Go get Daddy. Can you close the door and go get Daddy? Close the door and go get Daddy, please. I can hear him right there. They're in trouble because my door was closed and we teach boundaries. Yeah, now they're all going to be crying. Sorry, guys. Dad for the rescue. Okay, so I totally lost where I was at, but I want to wrap up number 2. And the point is, this is where most people mess up. You have to go back and re-engage. It's literally like you threw 2 balls in the air. You're like starting to juggle, right? You're like, oh my God, I did it. Like, this is amazing. Like I freaking did it. And then you just let them drop. Don't let them drop. I'm not saying the conversation has to go on forever, by the way. Like, don't make it unnatural, but how would you engage with people in real life? Like if someone said what they post back to you on your comment in real life, how would you go back and engage with them? Mom life, I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys, you love it. And my face is like, I'm so mad right now. Poor kids. I bet Dad's not happy. Okay, number 3. Are you guys ready for this? This is number 3. It's 3 of 3, but we have a bonus number 4. So I'm going to start talking faster. Okay. Back to the mistakes. So this is going back. This one is really about making sure you're not too aggressive, right? This is when it's a turnoff. It's kind of a timing thing in terms of making sure you're not coming on too strong, so to speak, if we want to go back to the boy in the bar kind of metaphor. So you're on social media. You're on LinkedIn, you're on Facebook, you are on Instagram, whatever the case may be, and you've made a genuine connection, right? Maybe you guys you've seen each other more than once. Maybe you become Facebook friends. Like it's getting kind of serious. So you're really excited, right? AKA you see a potential opportunity, right? You have a potential opportunity here. So your goal should be to make a good impression, right? That's your next goal, not to get the client. Okay. So first, our goal is to make a connection, to build our network. Next, your goal is to make a good impression. There's lots of steps before getting a client. I know. Okay. Your goal should be to make a good impression, which means you have to impress them. You have to impress them. So whether this is someone you've been talking to for a while and you know that they need help, or you don't know that they need help, either way, or let's say that a person that you've talked with before, or maybe you haven't even talked with them before, posted a Facebook group that they need assistance with something, And you guys see it all the time, the threads with 300 comments, the lazy, this is where the lazy comes in. And a lot of times the poor grammar and all that kind of stuff is like, pick me. And you're like, no. And I talk to so many moms and they're like, well, I just feel really defeated. Like I'm not going to go comment now on that thread of 300 people. And I'm like, good, you shouldn't, because that is not going to impress them at all. But what if you did these 3 things? What if you found a way to be knowledgeable and or helpful? Because my fear is that you guys who are just getting started out see something like be knowledgeable and you're like, but I don't feel like I know enough yet, because I fell into that trap for a long time. You don't have to know everything. You can be helpful without being knowledgeable, right? We do it through being resourceful. So all you need to do is show that you can help solve the problem. That's it. You need to be genuine, meaning you're going to have to put in more work, right? It's lazy to say, pick me. Here's my website, like PM me. So lazy, so passive, right? No, you're going to have to be genuine. You're going to have to give a compliment. You're going to have to make some sort of connection, which means you're going to have to show that you did your homework, which means that you're going to have to do homework. Go to their profile, go to their website, see what you can learn about them, figure out about their services. It doesn't have to take long, by the way. You can stalk. Y'all are women. Like, I know you, I see you. You guys, you can stalk somebody in like 5 minutes and know a good amount of information on them. We all do it, right? It's why you're all going to go get off this live party stream here in just a second. You guys are going to go optimize your profiles because you know that people are stalking you too, right? So do your homework, make a genuine connection. And then the last thing you have to be bold. You have to be bold. Make a video. Send a customized graphic based on what you learned about their brand. Write a sample post if they're looking for a copywriter or a social media manager. Find another way to contact them. Go through their website, find their email address, send them a private message if you're allowed to. Meaning, if that person in that specific post, if somebody asked for a VA and they specifically said no PMs, in my opinion, you will be out, period, if you send them a PM, because you're just showing right off the bat that you can't follow directions. So that's not going to bode well in your favor. Okay? Does that make sense? Are you guys with me? I hope you guys are with me. I'm kind of concerned because it looks like my next slide is blank. I hope it's not blank when I get to it. Okay, cool. Oh, I think I got to keep going because I'm missing. There we go. Okay, they all out of order. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys can see it all now. Can you guys see that whole slide now? I hope so. Homework. Got to put some makeup on and no messy bun for video response. Catherine, true, but also kind of not true. Like I will say, you should be you. And we'll get to Q&A here in just a minute. Let me fly through this, you guys. I have a big announcement right after this slide. This slide is the last slide, bonus number 4, because this is all great. Like all this, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Now I got to click through it all again. Sorry, guys. Step number 3, go. Like it's great. Be bold, get people's attention. We talk about this in the Facebook group all the time in the Free Mama. We know this stuff. We're just not doing it. This is the game changer. And I hope some of these people are on right now. I don't know. You guys are going so fast in the comments. Okay, so this is the sweet spot. This is when, yes, you will still network, but other people do the work for you. So that 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening that you spend networking, you don't even have to do anymore. It's a beautiful thing. You can. You will get to a point where you don't even have to. This is how you get them to come to you, okay? And what I want to say about this is it literally only comes through experience. There's no shortcut for this. So you have roll up your sleeves. Ready, set, go. It was literally the 3 steps of this thing. You have to do it. There is no workaround. There's no magic pill, nothing. Become known for something. In order to become known for something, you will have to specialize or niche down, right? You're going to have to like get specific is what I'm trying to say. And you can do it in one of 3 ways. You can be very specific about the service you provide. So for example, I don't know if Megan Hernandez Megan Hernandez is on right now. I see Megan get tagged all the time. I tag Megan all the time. In fact, let's go ahead and do another giveaway. Who on right now can tell me what Megan, we'll do 3 more giveaways actually. Who here can tell me what, we'll do 4 more. Who can tell me what Megan Hernandez, what does she do? What does Megan Hernandez do? You get a prize. You get a prize. What does Megan Hernandez do? Anybody? Bookkeeping. Buy was the first one I saw. Buy. Awesome. Yeah, become known for something. You guys, Megan gets tagged in every single thing I see about accounting, bookkeeping, taxes, even sometimes like business stuff, which like LLC stuff, which I don't even think is really her thing, but I see her get tagged sometimes. And not just in the Free Mama group, you guys. She's getting tagged in other groups for this too, because she has become known for it. So guess what Megan doesn't have to do? Go find people herself, because other people are literally hand delivering her to them. And then what does Megan do? All the things we just talked about, right? She's bold, she takes action, she gives them a call to action, she invites them to her private Facebook group where she can continue to nurture them, she invites them to a discovery call if that's appropriate, like whatever the case may be, she's establishing her expertise based on her service. So she's becoming known for something. Okay, you can become known for your niche. I can't think of Kendra's last name. Kendra begins with a C. I can see it in my brain. Does anybody know, this will be a tough prize possibly. Does anybody know the second thing you can become known for is your niche, meaning the people you serve, the kind of people you work with. Does anybody know who Kendra serves? It's probably not helpful that I'm not saying her last name. I'm really sorry, guys. I wonder if she's on, and I don't want to X out. Yes, thank you, Heather. That is who I'm talking about. Thank you, guys. I love that you guys all knew. So you know her last name. Who does Kendra serve? Yep, Rachel Walker. Awesome. That was so good. Okay, Rachel Walker got that one, Mia. That's awesome. Okay, the last thing, and you guys notice how I put the dollar sign. Not that Kendra's not doing great and Megan's not doing great. Like, they're freaking doing awesome. You want to know where the money is, though? Where you literally, like, I think these people get referrals, like, literally in their sleep at this point, is when you are known for not just what you do, but who you do it for. It's like the friggin' double whammy, you guys. Who can tell me what Erin does and who she does it for? You got to tell me both. Lisa wants a prize. Lisa, I see you. She's jumping ahead to Amy. I already saw the copywriting. Tell me who she does it for. Tell me who they do it for. Yes, Erin does ClickFunnels. Who does she do it for? Anybody? Course creators. Yep, that's right. I think that's Tracy, Victory Point Social. Tracy, course creators. We'll just give all you guys prizes. It's fine. And who does Amy serve? I think I could even tell you closely Amy's power pitch. It's so powerful. Can anybody tell me who Amy serves? Hey, Sunny. I just saw Sunny's on. You guys, if you want to do what Mia does for me, I'm just going to give Sunny a plug here. If you guys want to do what Sunny or what Mia does for me. So Mia does, yes, she does my Instagram, my Pinterest. When I started YouTube, I was like, that seems like a lot to learn. And that's like in the social media family. So I actually enrolled in a course called YouTube for Bosses. And Mia helped me complete the program, and it taught her everything she needs to know. So essentially, if you want to be a YouTube VA, you need to go follow Sunny right now and learn everything that she does and teaches. And you could literally market yourself as a YouTube VA, editing videos, adding all kinds of cool stuff in, like basically all the stuff you guys see in my videos. All I do is record them and write the scripts, and Mia does everything else. It's insane, and there's a huge market for it. So there's my shout out for Sunny. So go check out her program, and that could be something that you could be your thing that you're known for, right? It could be your service in your niche. That would be awesome. Okay, cool. Did anybody answer? Yeah. Okay. So I think I got off on a tangent with YouTube for Bosses. Okay. So Amy serves women who empower women. I've seen her write that specifically. Women who empower other women. And she helps them with their copywriting. Like, it's so beautiful. And you guys, these girls, I'm telling you, and it took them a year. So go, after we watch this, you guys, we've done interviews with both Amy and Erin in the last couple of weeks and, or months. Erin was last week and Amy was last month, I think, on the Where Are They Now series. So we've been interviewing free mamas who started their journey about a year ago, and both of those women, and it took them a while. Like, hear their stories. This stuff is not built overnight, okay? That's the last thing I want to say to you guys. Whether you're just getting started today or you've been doing it 10 years, like, it takes time, and you got to get the clarity. And the only way to get the clarity is by continuing to take steps forward. So Mia, hopefully you just rounded up all the people who got the right answers, which is pretty much everybody at this point. I have a really big announcement. I'm super excited, you guys. I was actually going to share it the other day, and then I was like, you know what? YouTube Live seems like the best place to do it. So I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen here for a second. Let's see here. Hopefully that worked. Can you guys see me now? Hey. Okay, except I'm going to need to share it again, not on me. Tell me if you guys can see. Oh, I think you can see me because I can see me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. Okay, you guys, are you guys excited? Dang it, you guys already know. I already see it in the comments. Ugh. Okay, so our big announcement, and Mia, you can totally go ahead and drop the link. We now have a new permanent Free Mama swag shop. Now, you guys might remember, I'm sure you do, that we tried to do a swag shop drop, but not everything in business works, and it's okay. And it made for really great content. I think I did a couple lives about like trying and failing and being able to move on and like starting to get comfortable with it, especially when you're doing it really publicly. Like, not everything's perfect the first time. But what I want you to know is like, this is so much better. So Mia's going to drop the link. It's hosted through Cafe Press, which solved a ton of my problems and our team's problems, because I am not an e-commerce person. I don't know anything about sales tax. I don't want to know anything about sales tax. And so we needed a solution that took the shipping out of the equation for us, that took the sales tax out of the question for us. So not only is it a win for me and for my team, but hopefully you guys feel like this is a win for you. We've worked super hard on this. Aaron's worked super hard. So I'm just going to like poke around a little bit, but you guys can totally go check it out. I ordered this in like every color, the tank top. I need it. I need this. So we did all this. So everybody, what I want to say is that if you have already won, we've got it for the Free Mama. We've got it for the You Can Have It All. We've got kids stuff. We've got drink stuff. I'm just going to do this super quickly and then you guys can go play. We've got accessories. The towel is out of stock right now. I might have cried. How cute is this? Aaron is a genius. Okay, and then we've got all the tech stuff. I'm super proud of this, you guys. I'm super excited. I hope you guys like it. And because I want to be able to see Free Mama swag like everywhere, everybody who was one of our winners tonight, you guys get to pick out whatever you guys want from the swag shop as your prize. So we'll get in touch with you. We'll let you, do me a favor. Hopefully Mia shouted out all the winners. If she didn't, we will contact you this week with a link to the swag shop, and you guys can let us know your order and we will get that to you. That is your prizes. You guys get to pick out whatever you want from the swag shop. Or if you would rather have a copy of my Daily 5 Productivity Planner and an autographed copy of my book, you can choose that as your prize as well. So those are those giveaways. But my friends, as you know, we have one more thing, and I'm not gonna share my screen anymore. So hopefully this is okay. Just looking at me. In fact, I'm gonna pull up my comments over here so I can see you because my phone went blank. So I hope you guys are excited about that. And okay, cool. So last thing is that we have our grand prize, because like I told you, this is pitch free. This was just supposed to be fun. I hope you guys learned a lot. Like I really do. I enjoyed putting it together for you guys, and hopefully I can talk tomorrow because I have coaching calls tomorrow. But it was totally worth it. So I hope you guys had a good time. Let me know in the comments, seriously, if this was useful for you. We do have one more grand prize to give away. Like I said at the beginning, we are giving away one lucky grand prize to one of you. We are giving away a free enrollment in the Free Mama Movement 12-week program. Now, like I said at the very beginning, this is not something I take lightly. It's not something I do lightly. Like it was actually someone else's suggestion, and I was like, not sure if I can do that or not. We've only given it one other time. And the reason why, by the way, is because I know your stories. I know how hard, I know you guys sell stuff to be able to buy the program. I know you guys work hard and set money aside for a long time to be able to do the program. So this is a big deal. And because it's a big deal, I'm not just going to call out a name. Like this program changes lives. You guys are talking to each other right now. Those names that you saw on that last slide, that example, like those people busted their butt to become known for something so that they get a shout out on a live webinar on YouTube for what they do and what they've achieved. Like they've worked hard. So you got some homework is what I want to say. We're actually going to be announcing the winner you have till Wednesday at noon. This is a challenge for you. I want the person who gets it, I want it to be someone who really wants it. And so you got to earn it. So sorry. I know. Tough love, Lauren, like coming in with a bang right at the end. So here's what you have to do. There's 2 steps, and there's only going to be one winner, by the way. So the first step is that you need to optimize your profile. We talked a little bit about that tonight on the live stream. We talked about what it looks like optimizing your profile. You need to go do that. Mia, I think probably earlier, posted a link to my YouTube video on optimizing your social media profiles. She'll drop that for you guys in there again for you guys to be able to go do that. No excuses. Like, no excuses. Stay up 30 minutes late. This isn't going to take you 10 years. You don't have to have everything figured out for you to optimize your profile. Promise you. Because guess what? You're going to do it again 3 months from now anyway, 6 months from now. So step 1 is optimize your profile. That is an important step. Step 2 is that you need to make a post. It can be anything that we talked about. I gave you guys 10 different ideas in step 2 about things that you guys can post. You can go back and rewatch this video, but you need to make a post from your personal profile, meaning it needs to be public so that we can see it, right? And you need to tag hashtag, or use the hashtag free mama in the making. Hashtag free mama in the making. So step 1, optimize your profile. Step 2, make a post. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be about this YouTube video. It doesn't have to be about me at all. Like, I'm not looking for a shout out, but you do have to use the hashtag so we can track it and find a winner. But make it about you. Maybe it's your announcement. Maybe you haven't told anybody what you're doing yet, and this will give you an extra push. Maybe you just haven't been engaging as much as you should on your personal profile, and it's time to talk about what you're doing full time. Whatever the case may be, my challenge to you is step 1, optimize your profile. And you do have to go through all the steps. Like, we will not pick a winner who did not optimize their profile how I teach. And step 2 is to make a post using the hashtag free mama in the making. You have until Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time. I'm Texas Central Standard Time. And then we will be picking and announcing a winner. Now, Lauren, I know you don't like Instagram, but I like to hang out on Instagram. That's where I am. Totally cool. Like, I hear you, babe. You actually have 3 chances. So if you would like to optimize your Facebook, your LinkedIn, and your Instagram, you will get 3 separate entries, assuming you do both steps on all 3. That makes sense? So you can have up to 3 entries, and then we will put all of the names in one of those little randomizer things, and we'll do an announcement on Wednesday. If I have a voice comfortably, I will do it in a live. Otherwise, we'll post the announcement, and we'll post it everywhere just to make sure you guys all see who that is. I hope that this really gives somebody the motivation to go out and do the hard things, is what I want to say. I know that this stuff is hard. I know that building a business while raising a family is not easy stuff, what we're talking about, but it is simple. And I hope tonight you realize that it's not as hard as we make it. It doesn't have to be as hard as it can sound between our ears, right? Like, it's not that scary once you just get that moment of brave and like hit go. So that's your challenge. I am going to now pull over my YouTube thing so that I can see the comments. Do you guys have any questions? Let's do a quick Q&A. It can be a question about the challenge or the giveaway. It can be about the training tonight, but I'm going to spend, let's say, till 12 more minutes if we need it. And that way I can be in bed by 8:30. I'm such a dork, you guys. It's so bad. Okay. They're going so fast. Okay. Good luck to the free mamas in the making. I love that. That's so awesome. Okay, if you want it, if you need it, I see you guys saying that. Go do it. Go do it. Like, I'm literally, that's all you have to do. That's what you have to do. It's amazing. Hey, Courtney, go back and watch it. Go back and watch the whole thing. Hey, Amy, thank you. You got a shout out, girl. You earned that. Yay, Christina. Oh my gosh. You guys, yes, Mia, don't forget the hashtag free mom in the making. You guys, I literally can't even read fast enough. Thank you, Nicole. I hope I feel better too. Right, Mia got to hear this right before we got on and did the live stream. I was trying to get everything set up and finalized. Again, the slides were like a last minute decision just to help me carry with my voice and stay on track. And my 2-year-old, before I put her down, got my Vicks vapor rub that I like put on the bottom of my feet last night and on my chest, and like had it all over her face. So luckily she didn't get it in her eyes or anything, but oh man, I'm just telling you what. Oh my goodness, Hayden. Okay, I actually, I am going to write another book. Not this year, hopefully next year, but I have a lot to say. I'm sure this surprises absolutely no one. Okay, if you have already paid for the program, I would say we will not do a refund. We would potentially allow you to, let's see, do I want to do that? I don't think in December we did a gift option. So I would say let's see, let me sleep on that. Amy, I do see your question. We wouldn't do a refund. I know we didn't do that in December. I'm trying to think if we allowed the winner to gift it to someone. Let's just say, I'm the boss. I don't need to sleep on it. Let's just say yes. If you would like to do the challenge and accept the challenge, I would love that because you should be doing this anyway. So if you need a kick in the tail, now's your chance, go do it. And I will say we will allow you to gift it to somebody. Let's see. Does a Facebook page work better than a group page? Okay, so there's 3 types of ways to be on Facebook, so to speak. So there is your personal profile that you have to create an account, you have to log in with email. That's your personal profile. There is a business page, which is managed. There is a business manager, but essentially you have a personal account and you log in and then you sign in as your page. And then a group is made up of personal profiles, although last fall they made it so that pages can also join groups. A lot of groups won't let pages join, including the Free Mama group. That's one of our rules. We don't let pages join. In terms of what's better to use for business, Noemi, the answer, it's kind of a loaded question, but it kind of depends on your goals. So if your intention is to freelance and get somewhere between 2 and 10 clients, you don't need a page. It's going to end up being more work for you. I would say continue to build your network in groups, because again, it's going to be all about forming connections. The reason a page would be really beneficial, well, there's a couple different scenarios, but one in particular is if you're going to get to a stage where you're going to run ads. You cannot run ads from a personal profile or from a group. You can only run them from a business page. I hope that all made sense. Do I have a copy of the PowerPoint? I mean, it's sitting on my desktop right now. If you would like to email me, I can send you the slides. How's that? Try cutting an onion and putting it beside your bed. Wow, is that gonna help me breathe? That's awesome. I have 2 Facebook. Oh, shoot, I just lost it. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness, I think I totally just scrolled and, okay, I have 2 Facebook profiles. Can I make one public and one private? So Lauren, that's actually against Facebook's terms and conditions. So I would be careful of having 2 personal profiles. If for whatever reason their bot scrubbed and found that and found you, they could deactivate your accounts in total, completely. So I wouldn't do that. I would recommend just keeping one and making it public. And if you can go into your settings and have different settings about who sees what on your page if you have large privacy concerns. But again, in general, when you engage in business, when you're on the internet, your stuff's on the internet. So again, I think you just have to make decisions that you feel comfortable with. But I definitely just recommend having one. Okay, a gift option would be amazing. Okay, Katie, sold. I missed the intro. Was wine an acceptable substitute for margaritas? Courtney, girl, we should be friends. That is funny. That made me laugh. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So yes to the gift option. I know, Amy, didn't Erin do so good with the swag? You guys go check out the swag shop. So excited. I will accept any gift you free mamas give me. Upgrade to the group coaching. Can you upgrade to the group coaching if you have the 12-week program already? Yes, you can. You need to email hello@thefreemama.com, and Jordan will take care of you. So if you're already enrolled in the Free Mama Movement or you're a graduate of the Free Mama Movement program and you want to take advantage of group coaching, you can participate in that. You just need to email us and we'll let you know how to do that. You've listened to my book. Oh my gosh. Aww. Jessica, I would love to be a real friend talking to you. I feel like I'm talking to you right now. It's awesome. Thank you, by the way. I will say the compliments that I get about my book, I think are some of the most meaningful compliments I've ever gotten in my life because it is just such a part of who I am. You know what I mean? Like, it's so important to me and my belief system. So thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Okay, hopping off. Good night. Good night. Link to the swag. Hopefully it's in here, but it's cafepress.com/thefreemama. Okay. Good night. Good night. Can the swag? Oh shoot! Every time someone posts, I think, and I'm scrolling, it jumps. Do I delete posts? No, Cody. So here's the deal. Like, unless it's embarrassing and you don't want to be in it, or it's like politically charged or something. Hopefully the swag link has been posted. If not, I have to order it before your husband has money. That's hilarious. You guys, I will be wearing mine all the time when it gets here. I'm so excited. Okay, you don't need to delete posts that other people tag you in. You can still be your person. You can still be a human on your personal profile. Okay, like you should be. That's good. Like, that's awesome. Just remember who's going to it. So remember earlier I said, like, if you know you're going to have a 30-minute time block where you're going to go be really active in Facebook groups, maybe if the most recent post was something your family tagged you in, like, just go make another post. That's yours. That's one of the things that we talked about earlier, just so that you can drive it in a direction where you're in a little more control. Does that make sense? How do you have a private Facebook page for family across the world and one public for business? Family would kill me if I stopped sharing baby pictures. So Courtney, you have a lot of different solutions. So here's the deal. Like, again, if you want excuses, you can find them. If you want solutions, you can find them. So you can set up a different way for you to share baby pictures, by the way. Like, you can do, if you have an Apple phone, you can set up like a whole sharing album with people on that. You could do a blog that you only give them the information for. Like, again, anything that goes on the internet, it lives on the internet. Like, your privacy setting, they don't mean that much, I'll be honest, because anybody can copy it and do something with it, right? So I would say look for another solution for the baby pictures if you're not comfortable putting baby pictures on your personal page being public, if that makes sense. Yes, what Mia said, you can be alerted when people tag you. Group coaching is the best. That's awesome. Optimize your profile and to make a post. Yeah, she's on it. She's ready to go. I love fast action takers. Okay, if I were to win the program giveaway, can I exchange? Oh, can you exchange it for group coaching? Sure. That's fine. I'm too tired to think you're catching me when I'm vulnerable, you guys. I'm not a night person. Why I scheduled this for night on the premiere night of The Bachelorette, no one will ever know. But it sounded like a really good idea. And there's so many of you guys here hanging out. I love it. Okay, what about having multiple business pages? I'm currently an independent insurance agent. Would it look like I'm dabbling too much with both? I would start a new one, Jessica, if you think it's important to have a business page for your freelancing business. Again, I would argue you don't necessarily need it, depending on what your goals are. You can create groups on Facebook that are the only ones that have certain pictures. Yep, you could create a Facebook group. That's a great idea. You could create a Facebook group with your family members where you post pictures. That's such a great idea. Heather, you're welcome. Okay, can you have a business page and a personal page? Yes, you can. You can have multiple business pages with a personal page. Family groups have worked well for my family. That's awesome. Can you have a business page and a personal page? I really would love to do the group coaching. That's awesome. Then yes, we will say you can do that. Working on your profile. I love it. Okay, cool. I think I'm at the bottom. Mia, are you on Instagram? Yes, Mia's always on Instagram. She loves Instagram. Okay, you're going to try to catch up. This was made more important. Yes, I know. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Okay, let me get out of here really fast. I will pop back in tomorrow if you guys have more questions. If you have questions about the training and not just about the giveaway or about social media or whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm here for you. Also, in case you guys are new to me and you just kind of stumbled across this live feed, again, I'm Lauren Golden. I'm the founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama Movement, and we are wrapping up a Monday night live party celebration. We had tons of giveaways, so go back and check out the whole thing so you guys can figure out how you can win some stuff. And make sure you come hang out with us. Facebook's my favorite place to be. We have a free Facebook group. I do Facebook Lives. I'm very interactive. I'm very engaged with you guys. You guys are my people. I genuinely care about helping you become a free mama, whatever that means to you. Thank you for spending your Monday night with me. I had an awesome time. Thank you for supporting the swag shop and for rocking the Free Mama brand with pride. And I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing rest of your night and rest of your week. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.